The first scream didn't come from her mouth. It came from her chest. The wedding hall was still echoing with laughter when Era felt her world collapse. Red roses, golden lights, soft music. Everything blurred as the truth slid into her hands in the form of a trembling phone. A message, accidentally sent to her number, meant for someone else. She was just a step. The real game begins tonight. It was sent by Armand, the man she had just married 30 minutes ago. Era stood frozen beside the stage, her bridal dupatta heavy on her head like a burden she could no longer carry. Around her, relatives clapped, cameras flashed, and her mother wiped tears of joy. No one noticed the way Era's fingers tightened until her nails dug into her palms. She scrolled. Photos followed. Arm another woman. Hotel rooms. Intimate smiles. Messages that spoke of money, manipulation, and a marriage planned not for love but for profit. Era's family was wealthy. Old money. Respectable name. Armand had entered their lives like a miracle. Polite, educated, charming. He knew exactly when to smile, when to touch her hand, when to promise forever. And now she saw the truth. She was not a wife. She was an investment. That night, in the decorated bedroom filled with flowers and scented candles, Era sat on the edge of the bed, while Armand locked the door behind him. His voice was calm, almost bored. "You shouldn't have seen that," he said. She looked up at him, eyes burning. "So it's true?" He didn't deny it. "Marriage is business," he replied coldly. "Feelings are optional." When she tried to leave, he grabbed her wrist, not violently, but firmly, like someone claiming ownership. "You're my wife now. Your family's assets are legally connected to me. Don't embarrass yourself by creating drama." That sentence destroyed something inside her forever. That night, Era cried silently into her pillow, while the man beside her slept peacefully. The bride died before sunrise. What remained was something broken and dangerous. Days passed, then weeks. From the outside, Era was the perfect new light. She smiled at family dinners, served tea to guests, and played the role written for her. Inside, she was slowly bleeding. Every morning, she woke beside a stranger who treated her like a trophy. Armand controlled everything, her movements, her phone, even her clothes. Love was replaced with orders, respect with mockery. "You were born rich," he once said casually. "I earned my way here." At night, Era stared at the ceiling, replaying every memory, every smile she trusted, every promise she believed. Her dreams felt foolish now. She had imagined partnership, warmth, safety. Instead, she lived in emotional captivity. She tried to speak once. Her mother listened, but fear was louder than concern. "Marriage needs patience," she whispered. "People will talk." People always talked. So Era went silent. Silence became her shield. She stopped crying. She stopped arguing. She started observing. She noticed Armand's phone calls at odd hours, his sudden disappearances. The way money moved through accounts like shadows. She memorized everything, names, dates, patterns. Pain sharpened her. Loneliness taught her discipline. And anger became her fuel. Some nights she stood in front of the mirror, touching the faint bruise on her wrist, reminding herself, this will not be my ending. The breaking point came quietly. One evening, Armand announced he had transferred part of her inherited property to his name. "Legal, signed, done. You should thank me," he said. "I'm securing our future." That night, Era didn't cry. She smiled. And in that smile, something terrifying was born. She realized the truth. No one was coming to save her. Society wouldn't. Family wouldn't. Love certainly wouldn't. If she wanted justice, she would have to take it. Revenge didn't arrive as rage. It arrived as clarity. She opened a new email account, bought a hidden phone, began recording conversations, saving documents, studying laws, learning how men like Armand fell not by fists, but by exposure. That night, she whispered to herself, "You taught me marriage is business. Fine, let's do business." Era transformed slowly, deliberately. She enrolled in online finance and law courses, learned how assets moved, how loopholes worked, how evidence destroyed reputations. She trained her mind to stay calm, unreadable. She worked on herself physically too, not for beauty, but for strength. Morning runs, quiet discipline, Control. To Armand, she appeared obedient again, soft, silent. That was her greatest weapon. Behind the scenes, she connected with people Armand had wronged, former partners, business rivals, employees he had cheated. Each story added a brick to the trap she was building. Revenge, she learned, was not anger. It was patience. Aira entered Armand's world like a ghost. She attended his business meetings, smiled at his associates, listened more than she spoke. Men underestimated her and paid for it unknowingly. Small cracks began to appear. A leaked audit, a delayed payment, a whisper of investigation. Armand grew restless. "Something's wrong," he muttered one night. Aira just poured him tea. Fear had entered his life quietly, just as he once entered hers. The collapse was methodical. Bank accounts were frozen. Partners backed out. Evidence surfaced, emails, recordings, contracts. Authorities knocked. Armand's confidence shattered piece by piece. He accused enemies, blamed bad luck, never suspected the woman standing beside him, until the day he was arrested. As they led him away, he turned to Aira, eyes wide, desperate. "You did this?" he whispered. She didn't answer. They met one last time in the visiting room. Armand was smaller now. He lied weakly. Aira leaned forward. "No, you used me and I let you until I didn't." Tears filled his eyes. "Please," she stood. "This is the part where I walk away. No shouting, no violence. Just truth." Aira divorced him legally, took back what was hers, walked into a quieter life. Revenge gave her justice, but not joy. Healing took longer. Some nights, she still remembered the girl in the red dress who believed in forever. But now, she belonged to herself. And that was freedom.